ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are here. We are live in a living color. And I know you're like, what? Ladies and gentlemen, what? Is this really it? Yes, it is. I'm going to tell you why it is. Because the Immaculate one is back, baby. Live in living color, the Immaculate podcast. God damn it. We back. We had to take a vacation, man. I tell you what, sometimes this feels like a job. And you don't want it to be a job. You want it to be a hobby. So we had to take like a little break. But we back. And I am the Immaculate one, goddammit. And I am here with a special guest. And I can introduce him, but it's only better when the host can allow the guest to introduce themselves. So, sir, can you introduce yourself to these fine people?
Darin Lawrence, a.k.a. DJ Darin, a.k.a. D-Law. I wish I had more code names than that. But,
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Darin is in the motherfucking building. Yo, man, tell them a little bit about yourself, bro. Tell man, for the ones that don't know Darin, tell them about yourself.
I run.
Yep.
I DJ.
Come on.
I sell stuff.
Another one.
Not drugs.
Yeah. Not that, bro. No.
Sell cars.
We good. We good.
I'm just, hanging out, just doing a lot of stuff, just chilling. We know each other from the bars.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm always a talkative dude.
Yeah.
Just knows everybody. Everybody freaking knows me. I feel like it's like a local celebrity kind of thing, and I'm like try to stay out of the way.
I know that's right. Sometimes you gotta fly under the radar. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to when everybody knows who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I brought you on the pod, man, because I not only want you to share your experience about not only your DJ experience, but I know you run marathons, which is, I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it, because I can't even run a mile. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not my stick.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'd love to know the mindset about that.
Yeah.
I know I kind of had some questions that I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
And then just kind of about just like your overall life experience, man. I want these people to know who you are.
Yeah.
And then just any kind of education, anything that you could bring to the public to let them know anything that can benefit these people, because obviously they ain't just coming here to listen to two people talk about a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously we're gonna talk about the Diddler case.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to talk about anything and everything else. It don't matter. Just whatever. Y'all know this. And y'all can chime into the comments. You know, I'm going to give y'all some time to get in here and whatnot. I know y'all going to do y'all thing. And eventually, I know usually with one of those things, man, when you just kind of explain your little situation, bro, and you do your thing, people generally will just kind of just like jump in and, they'll come in the comment section and, they'll do their thing. So, and as they come in, I try to address them kind of in real time, just so that way they get their attention. And then, yeah, pretty much that's it, man. So start from the very beginning, man. Carry on. This is your world. I'm living in it.
Shoot, I don't even know where to start.
There's one time at band camp. No, I'm just playing, man. I deserve this button right here. Stupid.
I'm about to turn 28 on Thursday. And I've been running for, it'll be now year 20 of actually running. And actually, like, I'm not going to lie, I used to play baseball and football.
Where'd you go to high school?
At Lawrence Central.
Okay, that's...
But we're talking about Pee Wee.
Oh, this Pee Wee. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
In the beginning, I was playing football and baseball.
Okay.
And I ain't going to lie. As soon as that ball came off the tee, gone. I was not playing baseball anymore.
Okay.
And then one day, I got my ass cracked on the football field, and I said, "Yep." So then I was like, "Yep, I'm going to non-contact sports."
Hey, you got hit. You was like this.
What? I was like, "I'm not doing this anymore."
He's like, "Yeah, this ain't for me.
This is not for me." So then I ended up running, ended up getting recruited to start running full-time in middle school. And that's just grown into me getting into Evansville at USI.
Okay.
And then after that.
Now, let me ask you a question. You said Lawrenceburg or
Lawrence
Lawrence
Central.
Lawrence Central. Where's that at?
Northeast Indianapolis.
Okay, so you're up by Indy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So came
Big
down here to
school?
USI. Yeah.
Big school, high school.
Super big
What's your
school.
graduation class like?
700.
Holy. Holy.
Yeah. 700.
Sheesh.
Yeah. And
Man.
then it doesn't help that my last name is Lawrence, so I gotta
Yeah.
wait. I gotta wait 400 names basically to get it because you got 45 Johnsons and Jones. And I'm like,
yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
So graduation was long, but I went when I was running at USI. I got into super high mileage, and after I left USI, I took like a couple years off from running.
Yeah.
Just kind of like just to reset. And I was like, I'm gonna try to get into the marathon. Didn't know anything about it. I was just like, it's a whole nother class.
Shout out to you, Tyler. I see you in the comments section. Shout out to you. Gotta give a down to Marco, man. You shout out Bossy. Sorry, go ahead, carry on. My apologies.
So, I didn't know anything about the marathon. All I knew was Boston Marathon, which is what I was aiming to strive for to go for in the future.
Right.
Man, I went out there. So my half marathon time is 1 hour and 10 minutes.
You know Ken, right?
Ken?
Yeah, from the bar. Yeah, you know Ken, bro. You know Ken, man. He's a little stocky built. Usually wears glasses. He was at the bar last night. Man, you know who he is. I trust him if you sell, bro. I know you are. Hey, yo, shout out to you, Ken, bro. I know you. I see you, bro. His comment said, "Oh Lord." Yo, I just had to do that.
I'm a face person.
Yes.
As soon as I see his face, I'll be like,
you're gonna be like, yeah, I know who that is. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you.
My half marathon time was like 1 hour 10. So I was.
How long is a marathon?
My marathon is how long is it?
Yeah, like
26.2 miles.
Dude, I don't even like driving that far.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. And so I was like, I can do well. I went out there.
How does one prepare for that?
I honestly, if you asked me that question almost a year ago, I would know. It's just it sucks because you got to do it by trial and error. And it's like I went out there in Nashville a year ago, ran a marathon. I was like 118 through 13 miles, and I was like, all right, bet, yeah. Man, it took me like 2-3 hours to finish the last half of that race. That's how burnt out I was.
Holy.
Yeah, but right now I'm got down to like 2:58, but they moved the Boston Marathon qualifying time from 3 hours to 2:55. So I'm like, oh, well, here it is. Now I thought I was in the clear, and then they were like, oh, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, they yanked it. They yanked it from you. They yanked it from you.
Yeah, but right now I'm trying to train to get super low down, like the closer to 2 hour range. Try to do something professionally.
Jeez.
I know.
It's insane.
And the thing is, the crazy thing about like my like build is like when I took that 2 years off, I went from like 170 to 175 to 230. I was 230 pounds, and then now I'm back down to like 195, 200.
Yeah.
And every marathon I run, oh my God, look, it's a bodybuilder. Oh my God, he looked like a wide receiver. I'm like,
look. The whole time you're hearing all that, this is all you're thinking.
Shut up, bitch.
And that's the thing is like, and then I'm too tired to comment back,
right?
Because I'm like just in the zone, and they're like, I don't know, it's. I've never had so many cat calls. I've never had so many.
Yeah, them cat calls. I know you over here thinking this.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm literally running. I'm literally running by. It's like, oh Lord, go baby. I'm like,
you need Jesus. Yeah. You need Jesus, old lady. Like, you need Jesus.
But running the marathon's honestly the best. It like with so much like division there is nowadays.
Right.
Man, you go to the marathon race and it's literally every race, creed, color, and all that matters is just getting to the finish line.
Yeah.
And all those people out there cheering on you, they don't know you. They don't know your background. They don't know. They're just out there fucking for 2-3 hours, just
cheering.
It's like a game 7 down by 1.
Nice.
And everyone's just cheering.
That's
for
a
like
dopamine that you can't pay for, man.
You can't. You can't.
Awesome.
You cannot pay for it. It's one of the best experiences ever.
Hey, Ken,
I'm addicted to it, honestly.
Ken said, I'd love to see you try and run a 5K. You talking about me or him? Because I feel like he can do it. I can't even run 5 minutes. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Every time when I get on the treadmill, this is all I hear right here. Hot L, sir. I'm sweating already, and I'm thinking about jumping on the treadmill. No, but real quick, I gotta take this second to give a shout out to my sponsors that represent the Immaculate podcast, and that is the Protein House. That is in Newburgh, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy here is currently doing a meal plan through them right now. If you guys go over there and drop the name The Immaculate Podcast, you guys will get a special deal on the by using our name at the Protein House. Also, our other sponsor, which is ShamFit Studios as well. If you guys go in, drop our name as well, you guys will get a special deal. So, gotta give a Don DeMarco for our sponsors.
Shout out Charles.
Out here doing their thing. Charles always being the GOAT that he is. And the fact that the way that they're literally just thriving right now, just got to be able to always take that time to give my sponsors the same type of respect and credibility that they give us. For some reason, they like us. So we appreciate it, just like we appreciate all you guys chiming in. Like I said, into the comment sections. Please drop the comments. I don't care if you're here for 2 seconds, 2 minutes, or 2 hours. Hopefully we ain't here that long. But either way, drop in the comment section. I don't care if it's something goofy, something serious question, whatever it is. If you know Darin personally, whatever, if you're trolling, bring the shit. We are here for it. We're going to get into some good stuff, guys. Like, more importantly, I just want you guys to get to know who this guy is first before we literally just go into all the funny stuff about the Diddy case in the NBA, and we're going to talk about the NBA draft. My Mavericks, and people think the NBA draft's rigged. I got a whole explanation about that. I went live on that alone, but I'll slightly revisit that because you guys can scroll up on my Facebook. You guys go through that video. Of course, you can do that another time because we're live. But we'll go into all that as well. Yes, please carry on about the the preparation and stuff as well, because I am fascinated, because that's a different level of mindset, man. It's a different mindset.
You have to so the human body can only carry 2,000 calories.
Yeah.
And just to give you an example, my body burnt 5,400 calories 2 weeks ago when I ran that marathon. So you got to carry gels. You got to carb load. Yeah, you got to carb load. You got to it's wild. It's so you got to.
Bro, if I ate food like that, man, my ass would be sitting on the toilet thinking like this.
It's bad. And the crazy thing about it is, speaking of the toilet, this was my first marathon stopping.
Yeah, take a shit.
Yeah.
Holy.
And I'm not gonna lie.
So you just had to like run. Oh, you were like completely in mid-run, and just had to stop at a porta potty and just straight take a massive.
And you're the first person I'm telling that to.
Hey, Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco for. Don DeMarco for taking a shit, man. Sometimes when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Hey, it goes by quick.
Does it go by quick or it comes out quick?
It comes out quick. And the thing is, I ain't gonna eat cat. I ain't wipe my ass. What the fuck?
No, man. No, we gotta.
What am I gonna do with that?
Hold on. I just had to rewind that real quick. Make sure I didn't miss that. You said you didn't wipe your ass, did you? So, like,
No.
Now I understand, because you got to win the race. You have to win the race. But did it bother you while I was running the whole time? Because, sometimes when you don't freshly get in a crevice, and then later in the day when it's sweaty, it starts to itch.
Well,
it starts to itch.
I'm showering after.
I know you shower after. I'm just talking about while you were running.
Nah.
And the cheek friction. You know what I'm saying? Because
the cheek
when the cheek just sits like that. You know what I'm saying? At least I don't know about y'all, but I'm thick. So when my cheeks,
we don't got thigh gaps over here.
I should be doing this right here. So, you know what I'm saying? I got all that extraness going on.
No, it just honestly, I take the cup and I pour it on my back.
Just
all right.
Just take that real quick bath. Is that what it is? Holy.
Hold on.
Holy.
No, I just
Stop it.
It's
Some
just
help.
I don't have time to wipe my ass.
I understand.
Like
It takes a minute, especially if you got to get it clean.
Just take an extra like water cup at the water station,
Just splash.
Just splash.
Splash Safari.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Dude Wipes.
Like I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. It's just
Olay.
like it's just. But it was my first one, and honestly, I never understood how someone can do it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you got a carb load too on top of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you got 3
I feel
days.
like
of
that
carb
sits so tough on your stomach.
Well, and the thing is, you got to find things to carb load with. Like you can't eat like a bunch of like. It has to be simple carbs.
Right.
So it's just bananas, fruit, peanut butter, bagels, and then I ate like the just add water pancakes.
Yeah.
Man, I ate probably like 15 pancakes in the matter of like 2-3 days, and that's all you can eat, just to like bloat your body up, just so it can burn it all off. And yeah,
Sounds like a rough couple days, man.
It's rough.
Sounds like a lot of toilet paper. That's what that
It
sounds
is.
like.
Water and carbs.
Yeesh.
It's not fun at all.
Yo, shout out to anybody that's been through the struggle with that.
Yeah, it's bad because I don't know. I just don't understand how people. I don't know. I don't know how people just eat simple carbs or just like diets all the time. I think that's the main reason why I run.
Right.
It's because it's like, okay, I just
You just run it off.
I just run it off.
Yeah, I feel you.
My run's gonna be like shit because I eat like shit.
Right.
But at least I get to eat it. Like
No,
like
I
before
feel
before I got here, I had Popeyes.
I wish.
Shoot, if I had a banana and a bagel and all this other stuff, I'd still be like.
You saw what I ate. It was chicken, rice, and broccoli
Yeah, see,
and onions.
I can eat like that on 6 days. One day just has to be bad. One day I have.
Oh,
to
I
have a
agree.
bad day.
I agree with that.
Because I can't eat healthy 24/7. So carb loading.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Carb loading before a marathon sucks because it's like, damn, like I really want like a bagel, or I really want like some McDonald's or some Wendy's or something like that.
Ooh, McDonald's. Ugh. It's tough.
Yeah.
All right. So I do got to ask you a couple questions.
Yeah.
So, who got you into the marathon running?
This sounds conceited as hell, but me.
You did? That's not conceited.
It was just like something that's super, super hard.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
let me see if I can do it. And let me see if I can do it coming off of the worst shape of my life. Like I
Right.
said, I was 175 pounds.
Right.
Now here I am. I was like 230, 228.
Right.
And now I got to get back into running basically one of the hardest races in the world, which is the marathon. Only like 1% of the world's population has ran it. And I was just like, let me try to do this and let me see if I could do it well. And another thing too is like you don't see like just normal black guys doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like when
You only
think
see
of-
the Ethiopian
Yeah, I
dudes
say
do
you
it.
only see like the
Africans.
You-
Yo, shout out to my Africans.
Yeah, like- I was gonna say Bumblecluck.
I did. I was gonna do the same thing, and I said, "Oh no."
That's
I was like,
yeah. I was about to be
I-
like Bumblecluck.
I was getting ready to yell it, and I was like, "Nah, I ain't about to
that
to
Jamaican?
clown myself. They're Jamaican,
Okay.
but they ain't Africans. It's
We was
not the
about to have-
same.
we was about
It's
to
not
have a
that.
stupid
Boy,
moment.
I was about to have a whole. I was about to answer to a whole bunch of people, man. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna. Adam, like you said, I like beer too much and try to run a marathon now. Yeah, I'd rather drink beer and be on a golf cart and run a
Beers-
marathon.
Beers have carbs in them.
Yeah.
There's a girl on TikTok that literally runs marathons, and she takes shots.
Really
Like, yeah, she takes shots,
interesting.
and I'm like,
That'd be tough.
but that's how that's just the atmosphere of a marathon.
Right.
It's like literally, it's a big party.
Damn.
Like, you know how people talk about like run clubs being like the new Tinder.
Yeah.
Marathons is like the new club scene, but I mean you're halfway dead and dying, but it's
you're pretty.
It's like 500,000. It's like not 500,000. It's probably like 50 to 100,000 people just cheering you on,
Right.
while you're running. And like I said, just like with beer, honestly, that's one of the things I want to try to do is I don't want to take a shot. I don't know how the fuck she does shots
Yeah,
during a
that's
fucking
tough.
race. I can't imagine being on a treadmill and just be like, you know what? Let me take a shot of freaking Jaeger
Yeah, that's tough.
And so, but I would like to do a beer. I do it. I want to. I want to do a beer mile.
Oh, nice. That'd be fun.
I've done a milk miles. I've done a bunch of milk miles. Not fun at all. You too much throwing up. Too. It's too milk on your skin, sticky.
Ew.
Yeah, nah. But a beer mile. I'll try a beer mile. I think I could do a sub 5 minute beer mile.
It's not bad. So I gotta have to ask me that follows up my next question. Did you have like a specific role model or somebody that like influenced you to become a runner? I know you said it was your ultimate, it was your choice, but like, was there someone that like helped push you through to get you to where you were today as a marathon runner?
I ain't gonna lie, me getting knocked the fuck out in football was my
Oh.
inspiration.
Does this
Because
person have a name or
I don't
anything?
know. I don't know who it was.
Damn, you don't
but
even
I
have a
got
name.
hit-
Did you get a
I got
number?
hit- I got hit so hard. I mean, I got Antonio Brown CTE from this goddamn hit. So I was like, you know what? No, non-contact sports. I'm good. I can't play basketball.
You was over here probably
Yeah.
thinking like, shit, if I was a great runner, he never would have caught me because
Yeah.
he'd have gassed out
The
before he
thing is,
caught my ass.
I was a running back, so it was like, all right, because I
yeah.
couldn't catch.
Right.
Can't shoot a basketball.
Right.
Once that ball came off the tee,
Right.
couldn't hit it.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Let me just stick. Like I was a running back. Let me just stick to running.
Right.
I was like, I'll run 5Ks and half marathons at
Right.
like freaking 9, 10 years old. But like that's why I was like, I didn't want to sound conceited, but it was just more like I didn't want to get hurt anymore. But like when I first got into running, to keep running and keep going, honestly, it has nothing to do with like who got me into running, more as like Michael Phelps. Like he was my inspiration for
Hey, he's the OG.
yeah, he's my inspiration because it's an individual sport. Like he has to go out there himself, race everybody in the world, and do it for 15, 20 years straight.
Yep.
Like no one realizes he's my GOAT
Right.
athlete.
Right. That's
Like,
what's up.
Because he
Bomb-
raced the whole world for 20 years straight. He has the most Olympic gold medals of anybody of all time by like 20.
You think Simone Biles will catch him?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think she will.
He's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
If you look up his world championship.
Oh, I know. I trust me.
Not,
I'm a huge
not Olympics, world
championships. I know.
He's like 75. He's like 75, 15, 4, and 3. And now
Yeah.
you would think that's like wins and losses. No, 75 is gold.
Right.
15 is like silver. Like the 4 is like his bronze, and then like him not even placing top 3 is in a world championship has only been like 3 out of like his 120 races. So that's who inspired me to keep going, because like like I said, he's pushing towards greatness, and I was like, I want to be a part of that because I don't have to count on a team. I don't have to count on
Right.
somebody else to kind of help me do it. I just want to be there myself, to be there accountable for myself.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So how did your first marathon go though? Like your very first one?
I went out.
I know you said you got to take a shit, but like
No. All right, so the last one I took the shit, but my very
Oh,
first one-
okay.
my very first one, I went out and I ran like a 1:18 first half. So my half marathon was an hour 18.
Right.
And then turned back around and I ran like 2 hours and 20 minutes for the second half. That's how bad, like, because you hit the wall.
Right.
And the wall in a marathon is when you start running out of electrolytes, because like I said, your body can only hold
Yep.
2,000 calories. So you hit the wall, and what your body is, it's like, oh crap, I don't have any more carbs. I'm gonna
Right.
try to burn fat.
Yep.
And obviously, fat's 10 times less efficient
Yep.
to burn than normal carbs.
Yep.
So I went out there, and it was hot. I didn't realize how hilly Nashville was. And then once I ran in Nashville, and then I was driving out, and I realized I was going uphill for the first 30 minutes back here to Evansville. I was like, that's why this freaking marathon sucks. We're in a freaking bowl of heat and humidity.
Yeah.
So
I always call it the devil's timeshare.
yeah, it's hot and humid.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So outside the marathon running, you're a DJ.
Yes.
What inspired you to become a DJ?
Uh,
Because I'm fascinated with it with being a DJ? Because your guys' vocabulary when it comes to music
Yeah.
has to be so open.
It is.
There is so many songs out, and it's just crazy how you can just. And I'm like, how does your creative mindset like tap into that? You know what I mean? It ain't like you just preset a playlist and then just play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You actually like go in, you make your mixes.
My biggest thing with DJing is I hear another song, and it's not like sampling. It's not like, oh, like this song is this song. It's like I'll hear a song and then be like, this is like the same vibe and tempo as this song.
Right.
So then that's where it's like, oh, okay, well, let me see. And then 9 times out of 10,
You're good.
not
You're good. Go ahead.
I think that like or 9 times out of 10 the BPMs of the songs are pretty close.
Right.
So I'm able to match it up. It's like one song would be like 128 BPMs and the other one would be like, let's say
Now explain to the people that wouldn't know what a BPM is. What does that mean?
beats per minute.
Okay.
So, and I can hear the beats per minute and I can hear the vibe, and then I'm like, all right, well, this beat would sound good if this person was on it.
Right.
And so that's what got me into DJing, is because I was always the DJ at our house parties and stuff like not like actual DJ,
Right.
like college DJ where it's like I'm on aux
Right.
playing freaking I got a playlist that's
Spotify
yeah.
on deck.
Yeah. So I'd have house parties and I'd be the DJ for the house parties. And
Nice.
then so now I turned around and I was like, let me get into like actually DJing. So Eric. Yeah, Eric, he was like, I was standing behind him at Tavern, just watching him DJ, just trying to learn the mechanics of like the screen, because the
Right.
screen's super complicated.
Yeah, it looks complicated.
It's super complicated, and I use Serato, so I have to. You had all those buttons on that screen do something. So my biggest thing is, I was also tired of people playing mixes. So like a lot of people, they play pre-recorded mixes. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah.
No comment.
They play pre-recorded mixes and then they just mash the mixes together. Whereas with me, I like to use stems. So
Right.
with stems, you can take just like the acapella or the beat, and just take, let's just say, go acapella and take the beat out of it, and then add another song under that person singing or rapping or whatever, and do it that way, where it's actually like raw, rather than like me just going to SoundCloud and just downloading.
So like,
mixes.
is your system like pre-made? Do you have to download all these songs? Do you like?
No,
How does that-
so I'm like a raw. So when I DJ, I use a streaming service. So like if I didn't have Wi-Fi, like I dang near couldn't.
Oh sure.
I couldn't really even DJ. That's how raw I DJ all my music, is because I want to be able to use that song, take out the beat to that song. And then,
Sorry on that quality, guys. I just hit something. You're good. Go ahead.
then take out the beat of the song and then turn around and put like for an example, like a lot of people sample like "What You Know About Me" by Glorilla is the same as "Wipe Me Down," with like Boosie and I think Trill Family, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I would like to take the beat from "Wipe Me Down" and put like Glorilla on top, and it doesn't have to be like "What You Know About Me," but it could be like, let's just say, "Megan Thee Stallion" or something.
Sure.
That's the way I like to mix my music and put my music, rather than just like I said, just going to SoundCloud and then being like, oh, I'm just gonna play this mix, and then you know what's gonna happen in the mix. If you keep playing that mix, then everyone's gonna know that mix.
I know you know that guy right there.
Darin B. Jordan. So I cut off my.
This dude is stupid, man. Darin B. Jordan, bro. That is crazy.
So I cut off.
John DeMarco, bro.
I cut off my hair. to go back to the running, I cut off my hair as a punishment for running. So I was like, hey, I'm not gonna grow my curls back until I run a 90-mile week.
90 miles a week?
Yeah,
Oh my
90 miles
goodness.
a week.
What?
That's nuts. I don't even drive 90 miles in a week, dude. That's nuts.
Yeah, yeah. So as soon as I run 90 miles a week, I'm gonna grow my hair back.
All right, I respect that. Yo, shout out to you, Harley. I see you in the comment section. Don DeMarco for you. We're just here having some casual talk. We're about to get into the good stuff, y'all, so make sure y'all don't leave just yet, because the diddler topic is definitely coming. I know y'all there for that, and I know y'all want to hear about the NBA talk, so we're going to get in that too. Like I said, this is mainly for you guys to really get to know Darin on a different level. They're the ones that don't know him. And yeah, pretty much, that's it. But I ain't gonna lie, dude, that Darin B. Jordan got me. And then I looked on the screen, because I'm looking at you, and then I looked on the screen, I was like, damn, that's pretty accurate.
I've been getting that for
Yo,
ever since Sinners came out, mid-April, bruh. Hey man, you look like Michael B. I'm like, oh Lord.
oh my goodness,
So I might as well.
that's
Well
diabolical.
might as well freaking embrace it.
Yeah, you do. I mean, a real quick glance, bro. I'm like, yeah. I mean, you can't really deny that one, man. Might have to do that for Halloween, bro. I'm just throwing that out there. You could easily win a couple Halloween costume contests. That's all I'm saying. But what's the biggest DJ gig you ever done?
Just have her.
Just have.
Yeah. I want to get into like weddings and like bigger events.
Sure.
I know a couple people that go like to the Broadway bars in Nashville.
Okay.
And I'm like, but I got to be on my game.
Yeah. It's different level there.
And I kind of respect it because like you can throw in like the little premixes on
Sure.
that, because like you mess up there.
Yeah.
You're
Bye.
taking money out out the door.
Yeah.
So I haven't done anything super big, but that's what my plan is, to start getting into stuff bigger. Like I said, I used to live in Arizona, and I have a buddy, Convince. Shout out to Convince. He got me into DJing. He's in Scottsdale bars.
Okay.
So he's doing it big. He's doing festivals and stuff like that. And another thing I've learned about DJing too is a lot of people don't like it, but house music is like the easiest thing to like learn how to DJ. Like people pick up DJing and they'll play, try to put like 2 rap songs together or something like that. And honestly, if you go with like, I hate to say it, but like a Sean Paul or Pitbull or like that kind of like, or like any kind of house music on top of that, that's the way to get into it. If anybody ever wanted to get into DJing,
right?
Because to get back down to rap and like mixing rap it's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Than just your typical like pop songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, we I won't go down that lane. I won't do it.
You're gonna get us in trouble.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. What's understood ain't gotta be repeated. But so you went to USI.
Yeah.
Marathon runner.
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah.
What else you do?
I used to sell cars. I used to sell cars for about the last like 4 years. I actually just stopped doing that because like I want to pursue running a little bit more. I want to be able to.
Yeah, selling
DJ
cars involves about 60 hours a week.
Yep.
It sucks.
60 hours a week with trying to run 100 miles a week.
Yeah.
And so my day starts at 4 or 5 a.m. and then I don't get off work until 8. So, and then, I mean, I got to have a life outside of that.
Got to have a life.
Yep. So I got a house. I got everything that I want. I'm like, so it's just like I'm ready to live rather than work.
Amen.
Yeah.
I respect that. All right, guys. I tell you what, we're going to the real part now.
Oh,
we're going to make that transition.
Oh, Lord.
It's time for the diddler. So, obviously, we got the whole Diddy case going on.
Yep.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on it? Like, dislike? Do you think he's guilty, not guilty? Do you think other people should get in trouble? Run. I mean, what do you think? Because I got a whole situation. Matter of fact, go ahead.
I feel like we opened a can of worms.
A can of worms or a can of baby oil? Or a bottle of baby oil?
Here, how about this? We opened baby oil, and we're on a slippery slope. Because just off of the last couple days of this trial, I'm flabbergasted.
I didn't know oil was used that much.
First of all, I didn't know Cassie was remarried.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know she was pregnant.
She's pregnant right now?
She's pregnant right now, bro. She's like 9 months. In court.
Ain't Cassie like 50?
I have to look that one up.
She made me and you when she was like low 20s.
Yeah.
That was.
I know
like
she's 9 months pregnant with the guy that. Could you imagine being that dude hearing all this shit for the first time?
Yeah. Well, when the male
the
stripper, when the stripper was like, I peed on her.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, all right. And then she was like, but it was Cassie that
asked for it. Yes.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah. When he said that, I was over here like,
I was like,
yo,
the phone.
Yo.
I can't even imagine. Can you imagine sitting in a courtroom
with a straight face? With a straight face.
No, as the husband.
That's what I'm saying. With a straight face, sitting there like if I'm him, and he's like, yeah, I peed on her, and she asked for it. The whole time I'm looking at her like this.
Stop it. Get some help.
You stinking bitch. Wait till we get out this motherfucking courtroom. There's going to be another motherfucking case. I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers.
I'm like, I'm not going back.
Yo, you can't go home. You can't go home.
I'm not going back.
I'd be like, yeah, you can go and sign this. These divorce papers. This is it. Can't go back.
And then she was FaceTiming him.
Yep.
She was FaceTiming him while
with Diddy. While she was there with Diddy, bro. Bro,
Diddy and Cassie, this case started off as like, okay, Diddy's crazy.
Yeah.
Cassie, she's just this innocent woman that got beat and assaulted.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, hold on.
We went from.
I'm like, y'all both crazy.
Yeah. Y'all nasty.
Y'all a match made in heaven. No wonder why y'all relationship so toxic.
It made sense.
And that's what. I put it on Facebook the other day. I was like, all these people put like they significant others on Facebook, and then 2 months later, they like, oh, I'm with this dude now, and then I'm like y'all putting all y'all business out there, and then 2 months later they'll be back with the original dude.
Yeah. So I took some notes on that I wanted to put out there. So he's obviously the charges that he's up against is the sex trafficking.
Yep.
Racketeering, conspiracy, transportation of prostitution, kidnapping. Won't go too much in detail on that because everybody is watching this, so they already know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Most of the people know what a freak off is.
Yeah.
What is a freak off?
A Diddy party.
A freak off is literally basically the best way I explain it is basically it's just a party that involves drugs and alcohol.
Man, why you trying to be PG? It's a fuck fest.
I try to be clear. It is.
It's a fuck fest.
It's the time where everybody's getting nasty.
Nobody got that much dick hanging around and be having sex that long.
They said it could go anywhere from an hour to a couple days. Yeah. And they was doing it like they said they was doing it like every week, bro.
Someone said it was 96 hours.
How? I can't be. I don't got time for that. No.
I don't think there's any situation in my life I'm comfortable being naked for that long.
That's why.
I gotta put some clothes on.
After I bust, I'm good. Don't touch me.
But the thing is, I wouldn't be comfortable being naked that long.
It's gotta start stinking, bro. It's gotta smell like a hot box of straight tin cans of hot ass, dude. Like, there's nothing in there that can just smell good at all. Like, and then they said that Diddy was like narrating the whole situation, how he was literally like telling them what to do. So he was literally like, he would call the escorts because they said he had 5 male escorts on speed dial that he would cycle in and out, and that he would make Cassie do the freak offs with.
Yeah.
And Jane as well. Jane is also the other one that he was with sexually. Thing is with Cassie, he obviously married Cassie.
Yeah.
But Jane, he only wanted strictly like physical with her.
Yeah.
She wanted more, he didn't. But it was intertwined between the time where they were both messing around. But he would literally take them in the room. He would sit in the corner,
Yeah.
touch himself, while these two were going at it, and like
What the hell did I hear about him?
I didn't know you were going there. You tell
Putting
me,
cum on his nipples,
bro. Yo, when I heard that, I had to think about this,
Stop it. Get some help.
bro. They said with a straight face, yes. I got off in her. She laid her top on Diddy. It all dripped out on Diddy, and Diddy rubbed it on. She rubbed it on Diddy's nipples. Or Diddy would immediately go behind him, or he would even make them stop. Diddy would go in,
What?
and then Diddy would make him go back in afterwards. It was like a kink, and I'm like, man, that's not really something black people do.
But the thing
Like,
is,
and I'm trying to make it a race thing, but black people usually don't do that.
the thing is, with all that baby oil,
That's a lot, bro.
I-
You know,
I'm
he made them
sliding.
stop in the middle if they got any dry spots,
I
or if
heard
they
that.
didn't look wet.
I heard that.
And for you ever shook up a baby oil bottle hat makes that sound? That's all you heard the entire. And I guarantee Diddy was over there just
But the
shaking
thing
bottles.
is, for 96 hours, I can't imagine being sweaty.
You can't,
I can't imagine being that sweaty.
bro. This is disgusting.
Like, sweaty baby oil.
And then he was like nailing dudes too. Like, we ain't even got to that part yet. We ain't even talked about Bieber. We ain't talking about Meek Mills. Man, we ain't talked about none of that stuff, bro. This is only just like from the escorts. Cause here, what I think personally is I think the escorts ain't even really said everything. I think the escorts also was getting pegged by him too. I just don't think they spoke on it. I think they're just trying to save face and like, oh yeah, he was just paying me $5,000-$6,000 to do Cassie or Jane. No, bro. Diddy was also playing around too. Like, Diddy wasn't just sitting in the corner every single time paying you $5,000-$6,000.
Yeah.
There ain't no way. He was knocking at that back door at some point, talking about, remember me? Remember me and the $6,000?
He's got to be doing something.
Bro, he's definitely pegging. He's
Cause
pegging those dudes, bro.
that's a good point. Because we haven't heard him
No.
do anything.
Nope.
All we heard was sex trafficking and kidnapping,
Yeah.
all that. But
Bro.
we haven't heard anything about him having actual acts.
Yeah. Bro. And the thing is, I'm watching the case and I'm like, one thing he's guilty of is being nasty. He's open-minded. I don't agree with it. Don't get me wrong. I think what he's doing is fucking weird. But, I mean, dude just likes dudes pegging his chick. And he likes watching dudes. There ain't no crime in that. Now, the only thing that I've seen is the whole the physical abuse.
Yeah, the altercation in like the hotel.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
And when they brought that up, they also said that, he saw something on her phone that he didn't like. Whatever, there's just no excuse.
Well, didn't the escort say he saw abuse too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he said he just sat there uncomfortable. Like, bro, you didn't leave. Like, you didn't stop it. Like, and I get it. He was like, I'm gonna pay $5,000. I'm gonna keep my fucking mouth shut.
Now, how do you think he got paid?
Oh no, it was cash.
Ain't no way.
You don't think he got paid cash?
I don't think. There's no way I'm touching all that money with all that baby oil, with all that stuff. I'm talking about like get what I'm saying? If you write me a check and we just got done fucking 9 to 6 hours.
It's longer than that at times.
I mean, I'm not grabbing that check. I'm not grabbing that one. I'll be like, Venmo me. I'm disgusted at that point. Bro, you've been sweaty and oily for 4 days straight. I'm not touching anything. I'm not even touching the doorknob on the way out. I'm not even touching the doorknob on the way out. I'm like, you know what?
It smells
What he
straight
say?
like failure up in there too, man.
It
Ugh.
is though. How do you like?
Like that'd be one of those things you look in the mirror after washing your hands. You just look at yourself and you're like, you fucking disgust me.
My thing is, how you having all this sex and doing all this stuff, Diddy, and you had no post nut clarity? Like everyone has had it once. I'm like, damn, like I probably shouldn't have been doing this, or I probably like this shit. Like
No.
he an addict.
He like dudes.
He an addict.
He like both, man.
He an addict.
It's the drugs that they were taking. Apparently, the drugs that they were taking makes you just want like the dopamine of sex is just so high that you're like, man, I'll do anything at this point. Man, I saw a comment the other day on one of these videos. I was watching Facebook Reels, and just out of nowhere, I saw this rooster. And this rooster was like giving it to a dog, and it was very weird. I don't even know how it came across. Yeah, dude. Dude,
Yo,
no, with my
algorithm
algorithm.
is
Don't do that. It was not my algorithm, bro. I was just doing this, right?
Yo, FBI agents doing matrix numbers. Like
the video before I was watching was a gorilla. It was a silverback gorilla, because you know, ever since the whole 100 Men, I get a crap ton of gorilla videos. The next video was this rooster giving it to a pup or to a dog, and I'm confused because when I saw it,
how's that work?
listen, the rooster was giving it to the dog, bro. I didn't like it, but my first initial thought wasn't to like scroll up. It was like I was trying to figure out why the person was still recording it and not stopping it. So I was really confused. But I ain't gonna lie, I kept watching it. I watched it for like the 30 seconds because I was trying to figure out what was gonna happen. So I'm like, man, let me go to the comment section. I know people were trolling. First comment I saw, someone was like, damn, ever since Diddy done came out, everybody just doing anything these days. Man, they was giving it, bro. Everything was Diddy related, bro. And I was like, man, this man will never recover from this.
At all.
He won't, man. I really don't think that he, honestly, in my personal opinion, I do not think he's going to get as much time as people think he will. I think that's why he didn't take the plea bargain.
It's a slippery slope.
Not to mention, he also was backed by Jay-Z. Jay-Z's one of those guys that I deem as untouchable.
Well, okay. What does Jay-Z have to do with the Megan Thee Stallion Tory thing? Everyone keeps saying Jay-Z's doing numbers because obviously Tory got stabbed. And I didn't know.
I don't know anything about it, no.
Supposedly Jay-Z.
Yo, if y'all know anything about Jay-Z, what the attachment is to Meg Stallion and Tory Lanez, please let me know, because honestly, I'm not sure. Yeah, look it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure, but I can tell you this. There's a guy that I follow on YouTube that actually said that actually the guy's name is Myron Gaines on YouTube. Myron was saying how the Tory Lanez case was falsified and how he believed he was innocent, and he said that during the case. And now that the fact that was it the security guy or the friend or whatever that came out and was like it wasn't Tory Lanez that shot her and all this other BS.
Yeah.
And like
Kelsey, so I don't know who Kelsey is, but Kelsey was in the car.
Yeah.
The bodyguard was like, no, Tory got shanked.
Yeah.
14 times
Yep.
in prison.
That was in prison.
And then he came out and went to the police department and was like, hey, I can't let an innocent man die.
Right.
It wasn't Tory that shot Megan.
Right.
It
was the chick.
the chick.
Yeah.
That he was a bodyguard
Yeah.
for. And then like now, like I just looked it up. It's like 50 Cent. 50 Cent exposes Jay-Z for getting Tory shanked, and he has the receipts.
I'm telling you,
like,
bro. Jay-Z's a powerful dude, bro.
It's a wormhole.
Jay-Z controls a lot.
It's a wormhole.
When people say that him and Beyonce are the gatekeepers, it is the absolute truth. There's gatekeepers in anything, and we've talked about this on a previous episode. By the way, Sven, shout out to you, man, if you're still in here. All is well. Family's good. I hope the family's good for you as well. Don DeMarco for you, man. Tell all the football boys I said what's up. Man, Jay-Z, there's a person that I know that is a celebrity that is pretty up there. I'll say that. I won't drop his name. I asked him, I said, if there's one thing you can tell me about being famous. This is back when I was wrestling with WWE. I was like, man, there's one thing you could tell me that you would never tell anybody publicly. I was like, and I would never repeat it, your name attached to it, but tell me one thing that you've been open to that you would never cross. If there's one person or one thing you've ever seen in your life of being a celebrity, what would it be? He said, I would never disrespect Jay-Z. And I said, why? He said, he's untouchable. And I said, yeah, because of his money. He said, no. He said, he's got power. He said, the amount of power that that man has, if he wants you to disappear, gone like that. Say less. Never say anything else about it. Now that all this stuff is happening, I'm like, not lying.
That's wild.
Not lying. And I never brought that conversation back up, and I will never forget it. But that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's weird, too, because when you watch, like, Beyonce and a lot of these award ceremonies and stuff, do you ever notice a lot of women are like, oh, I'd like to give Beyonce.
Yeah.
I like to be able to give credit to Beyonce. And it's like, really? Like, something ain't right here. The last 20 years, all you women have all give Beyonce credit. Beyonce ain't worked with half y'all. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. But it's a gatekeeper.
That makes Ye snatching the mic from Taylor Swift. Oh, interesting too.
Yeah.
That's the first.
Mm-hmm. They trying to play he's crazy, and I get it. He's doing some different things right now.
Yeah.
I think it's all attention.
Yeah.
I don't think the man's crazy at all. I don't think the man's crazy at all. I think he knows what he's doing. Him and guys like Orlando Brown, they're doing these specific things to keep people watching. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Yeah. If you and I say something controversial right now and we go viral for the wrong reasons, guess what? We're still going viral. Yeah. The problem is that's just not what I'm after.
What's the saying?
Golly. Hold on. It's any kind of good any kind of
good, bad publicity.
Any kind of publicity is any kind of publicity is
bad.
Nah, God, I just had
this out. Bad publicity.
It's good publicity. That's what it is. Isn't it any kind of bad publicity is still good publicity? Is that what it is? No.
Oh,
I think
it's not clicking. We got the concept of the quote down.
Any publicity is good publicity. That's got to be it.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
And I think these guys are just essentially just doing certain things just to keep their names relevant. Because they get paid. You know, they get paid every time someone clicks on their name. They get fucking paid. Moral to the story. Does not surprise me if Jay-Z has something to do with it. Yeah. Like I said, they deem that man as untouchable. It makes sense. The fact that how close Diddy and Jay-Z are. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if Diddy got probably less than 10 years. He was they say he's facing up to 20, 25. I know the plea bargain was 12. I can just see him getting away with serving maybe like 6 to 8, and then maybe only serving like 5 or 6, and then going on probation and all that other BS, and then he'll just fade away into the dark. But he'll never be able to recover though.
Yeah, I was saying.
He'll never be able to recover. There's no way.
What's that one music show that he was on? He was on a music show with Meghan Trainor and DJ Khaled.
Oh, I don't know.
The Ring or something. And
I don't know, but did you hear about Kevin Hart?
What happened?
Apparently Kevin Hart's got like 4 food chains that are out. Apparently they got closed up. Apparently his name's attached to all this too. I just heard that like the other day. Now you can't always believe everything you see on the internet, but it was a YouTube video that someone had fact checked that Kevin Hart was at one of Diddy's freak offs. And apparently his name is going to get brought up in the trial. And apparently it was like he's trying to forecast it.
Yeah.
So apparently these restaurants that he has, that Diddy also has stakes in the company, apparently he like closed shop on them. and he's got like 4 fast food chains, and like they were like, and they just like shut the doors. That's what they said. I was just kind of like, that's interesting.
That's wild.
Yeah, but there's also that video with Kevin Hart. If you remember when he was standing next to Diddy, and that was when those girls were in that little jacuzzi. And remember, because the girl's hair got caught on fire. That was that video. That was the night that they said that the freak off took. That was the night that the freak off happened. That was a precursor to the freak off. All those girls were apparently a part of the freak off. Because if you remember, Kevin Hart got very uncomfortable when he was in the standstill picture with Diddy, and there was a bed, and he goes, "Yeah, I'd rather not be in the scene with that. I don't want people putting that certain image out there."
Yeah.
That's where a lot of people said, like, he knew, like, man, I don't want to be out here like this because people are gonna start talking. And but moral to the story, yeah, apparently he's already closed like 4 chains that he had in restaurant business. Yeah, so if his name pops up, I'm like, damn, not another one, man. Because Kevin,
who's gonna be left after this?
bro? Well, we all know they all do it in Hollywood. It ain't just Diddy. Like, if people think that this is just solely Diddy, people are just naive, bro.
Yeah, but
they're naive.
Who's gonna be left? You know who's been real quiet?
Don't say Will Smith. Oh,
DJ Khaled.
what do you think? What do you think DJ Khaled got to do with it, though? Out of curiosity,
I don't think he has anything to do with it.
you don't think he was involved in any kind
Well,
of way?
he's got a lot going on. He got all his buddies beefing.
Yeah.
He's
Definitely
got
a
all
lot. Yeah, he definitely got a lot going on. It's true.
That's what happens though when you rely on just making music and making other dudes and people sing.
Right.
It's like, but I think it's just crazy that no one has he has disappeared, like quite literally disappeared.
Yeah.
And that's like one of his buddies. Like they were together before all of this, before he hit Cassie and all that other stuff. Like they were together.
I'll tell you an interesting story. Know who Andrew Tate is, right?
Yeah.
I'm a huge Andrew Tate fan. Don't necessarily agree with everything he says, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of points I'm like, it's a solid point.
Yeah.
You know, he forecasted the whole Diddy case before it happened. When the whole Cassie video came out of him dragging her at the hotel and all that.
Yeah.
On his platform, he did a live thing with his brother. And then he looked at Tristan and he said, "Hey, did you see the video footage?" And Tristan's like, "No, I didn't see it." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Didn't that happen like 10 years ago?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "They're going after Diddy." He goes, "You think so?" 2 weeks later, that's when the whole raid and everything happened. And I was like, damn, how the fuck did he know that?
How did we get from the video from the hotel to the freak off? That's my whole thing. We went from oh crap, like Diddy, you're a piece of shit for beating Cassie in the hotel room.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, let's like domestic abuse doesn't equal let me raid your house.
Yeah. I truly think what happened is Diddy pissed off the wrong person. Whomever that is. Because you got to think, dude, these celebrities are untouchable. They really are. If you're at the upper echelon, I ain't talking just some average celebrity.
Yeah.
The higher status celebrities are untouchable. Unless you piss the wrong person off. Now that's a conspiracy. That's a conspiracy mindset.
My thing though too is like all the there no one's talking.
I wonder why.
Nobody's talking. Like if you've seen Justin Bieber in the last 2 months, he's been like strung out.
But we all know his ass got his little asshole tore up too.
Like he's been strung out for 2 months.
Yep.
And like it's like that's where my like conspiracy and like thoughts go. It's like because it's crazy that this dude
He's
literally
just being quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, like we heard everything about like Epstein. We heard everything about Harvey Weinstein. We heard everything like actors and everybody was talking. Yeah, he did this, he did that, blah 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 blah. And now it's like, oh, Diddy did something, and it's crickets. Only thing we hear from is the court.
Yep. Well, then you got like people like Jaguar Wright and stuff that kind of spills a little bit of juice. How much of it's accurate, I don't know. But in any kind of story, there's got to be a little bit of truth. You know, I always say in every joke, there's a little bit of truth.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you got people like her that go on these platform podcasts and they tell these stories about certain things they see, I'm like, all right, out of everything you said, I take 20% of that to actually be the truth. And it could be a lot more than that, but I'm just saying the bare minimum, 20% of that's got to be the truth. And she could be holding some things back to protect herself, but she said things like Bieber was getting nailed by Diddy. She said in the bar or in the club that they were at that he was blowing Odell Beckham Jr. And you saw that video. I know you saw the video. Did you see that video where he like came up and he was like wiping his face off and Odell was like pulling up his pants? Did you see that?
No, I haven't.
You haven't seen that video?
Hold on.
And it was in a club.
Like
when Bieber turned around at the camera, he turned around like this. He was like, and like yeah. Well, it was Odell. So apparently, this is all speculation. But Jaguar Wright said that night they was on that little drug that they had at the freak off, and apparently Bieber was giving that 9,000. Give that 9,000 to OBJ. Literally OBJ. Yeah. Holy.
That yummy.
Yeah. That yummy. And apparently she said that.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's absolutely.
And like nobody really denied it. Like Bieber could have came out, he could have addressed it, he could have denied it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy that like just the internet's going wild and no one's like, yeah,
nobody's
that
like,
me.
yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
Meek Mill tried. He tried. He was like, oh man, that does kind of look like me. Or no, in the audio, where you hear Diddy in the back and it sound like he going into putting overtime on them cheeks. Man, I heard when I listened to that video, I was like, man, that's Meek Mill, bro. It even sounded like him when he was getting thrashed. And then Meek Mill was like, man, that does kind of sound like me, man, but I'd never be out here like that. I'm like, bruh. If you took the check, man, just say that. Just say that, bro. Listen, it's 2020s, bro. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, dog. If you decided to take that paycheck, man, yeah, your gangster's gonna be a little tested, but man, it's whatever. It's whatever. We get it.
That's what I said. Money and power, people do anything.
Anything. No way.
Anything.
Yo, Robert, I see you in the comments section. Shout out to you, man. I got to give you a Don DeMarco as well, man. I don't know if you're still in here or not. Guys, like I said, I know we kind of talked about the whole Diddy situation. I know you guys kind of got your own mindsets about it, but like I said, pretty much, I think he's guilty? Yes, to an extent. I just don't think he's going to get as much as time as people think. I think people are going to be very disappointed. Because he is represented. He has 8 attorneys. Like, that's how you know you got tall money. You got 8 attorneys.
Overtime.
Yeah, 100%. So he'll be fine. Yeah, his image is going to be destroyed, but it is what it is. I mean, hey, you like men. Cool. Get over it. Yeah, keep moving.
No one's dying.
We don't care. We don't care. We're going to make fun of you, but we don't care.
Yeah.
It is what it is, dude. You like to get played with, and you like to buy baby oil. At this point, just go buy the damn bottle. Go buy Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
At this point, literally Johnson & Johnson. Holy.
He would take those sales.
Holy, bro.
Did he got a hold of a baby oil company?
Bro.
That marketing would be.
It's crazy. It's crazy on how much he was ordering of that stuff. They said it was by the freight.
Who wants to be that slimy though?
That's what I'm trying to understand, bro. Listen,
I don't even like sweating.
I am a pro wrestler, and we have to baby oil ourselves up in the lights because it makes our cuts look better.
Yeah.
But it is literally the tiniest layer.
Yeah.
Of baby oil, and the thing is I couldn't imagine lathering myself with oil. I feel like it would feel disgusting. I feel like it's terrible for your skin.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just lather yourself up with oil, sweat it off. Do it again, sweat it off. I'm like that.
I feel like your pores would be so clogged up.
Your sheets would be nasty.
Ew.
Like I said, I don't even like sweating.
No.
So what makes you think I want to?
And you know, baby oil draws heat. Like it's like if
a conductor.
Yes. So like I don't understand.
I'm hot. I need the AC, the fan, and you keep telling me to put more baby oil.
Yeah.
Good.
And a stank in there. You know a stank, man.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's what you gonna do? Shower? No. Because he
You
gonna
can't.
tell you put more baby oil
bro.
on.
And you gotta go back after he's done.
They got deodorant in there?
You think Cassie's showering between those sessions?
No.
No. You think Diddy is? No. You think the escort is? No.
No.
They're just passing germs around. It's disgusting, man.
I just can't even imagine.
I ain't gonna lie, man. What I realized out of this whole entire case is if there's anybody, well, listen, I'm looking dead in the camera when I tell y'all this. If y'all think y'all are freak, watch this case. Look at yourself in the mirror, and I promise you'll feel like an angel.
I watched day one, and I can't watch it.
Bro, after realizing that, I was like, dang. You know, here I am thinking to myself, like, man, if I ever in my life thought I did something crazy, shit, no way. Any crazy story I've ever heard from anybody, I'm like, man, y'all ain't got nothing to what they doing over there, boy.
Exactly.
It's so bad. When I buy baby oil for my wrestling, I damn near just gotta like order it. Like I can't even like go into Walmart and buy it now. Like I just gotta order it on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause if I buy it and grab it off the shelf, now people looking at me like, what you about to do with that?
Exactly.
It's like, no, bro, it's not even like that.
I don't even buy Vaseline.
You can't.
I boycotted Vaseline.
I don't even put it on my
I'm
lips. I don't even put it on my lips anymore in public,
I'll
man.
have ashy lips before I start. I ain't pulling no Shayna Sharp.
Wild,
You
man.
ain't gonna see me. And now I'm good. I don't buy Vaseline, no baby. I just straight lotion and some face lotion.
Yeah.
That's about it. Cause
I don't even put lotion on myself in front of people. That's how much Diddy has screwed this up for the African American culture. Like, I go to work ashy now for the most part. If I forget to lather up, I don't even do it. I'm just like, you know what, fuck it.
Like,
It's going to look like I've been playing in rocks all day, damn it.
Like, why the fuck am I going to put on baby oil? First of all,
I see you, Ryan, in the comments section. Yo, shout out to you, Ryan. Go ahead.
Like, I'm not going to even lie. And I might get my black card take for this. What the fuck is baby oil for as a grown-ass man? What the hell am I going to do with baby oil?
I'll be honest.
What do you do with baby oil?
Shine shit up.
What? You got lotion.
You gotta shine it.
What the fuck is the point of a baby oil as a grown-ass man?
The only reason that I can think of using oil is to shine shit up. That's it. That's it. Because that's what I use it for wrestling. Like I said, when there's certain lighting fixtures, it makes you look bigger.
Okay, that's fine.
But sexually, why do I need my muscles to look bigger? It's dark. We naked. I don't need you looking at that.
What? That's what I'm saying. There's no actual reason to have.
And you don't need it for anything because you gonna get KY. You gonna get KY if you need that. You gonna get KY anyway, or you gonna use the cheapest lube, and that's saliva. So it don't matter.
Point in baby oil.
Nope.
What's baby oil for babies?
Just for rash.
Okay, all right. Diaper rashes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But men, no, you don't get no diaper rash.
I'm just.
And can't no man tell you, oh yeah, I do it because I just want to make sure I don't chafe. Nah, bro. Nah. That's. I'm just saying. I could see some dude being like, oh, I use it so I don't chafe in between my pants. Wear bigger jeans. Stop being cheap on your boxers.
You can put deodorant down.
That's exactly. There's other ways to get around it.
I'm not buying. And first of all, I'm definitely not buying baby oil to put in between my cheeks. This is the wrong day and age to put baby oil on your lower torso.
It's different. All right, I got a question for you, man. This is more of a hypothetical. If you walked over, say you were on a first date, and you went over to a woman's house. The date was perfect. You're like, yeah, man, I'm in. She's like, Darin, I want you to come over. You're like, all right, Becky, I'm fucking coming over.
I'm on my way.
And as soon as she's like, the door's unlocked. I'm in the shower. And you're like, yeah. And you walk in there, there's a bottle of baby oil on the living room table. What you gonna do?
A bottle of baby oil?
A bottle of baby oil on the kitchen, on the living room table. What you gonna do?
I'm literally walking. She's in the shower. I'm walking in there. I'm like, why is the baby oil?
I ain't even going that far. I'm
Not
leaving.
in the
I'm
bathroom.
leaving.
Not what? No, because I'm curious at this point. I'm like, why is the baby oil out? Why is it out? And then on top of that, why is it not in the bathroom? Like if it was out, like if it was in the bathroom, I'd understand. Be like, all right, okay, all right. But why is there just a? Like,
Oh yeah, I left
like
this
it's
part
just-
out. She ain't got no kids either. She ain't got no kids.
What they got to do with the baby oil?
Because she can't say she's using it for the diapers for baby.
okay,
She's
all
already
right,
no
that's fine.
kids.
If she got baby oil, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
You know what? My mom
I'm not
just
gonna-
called. I gotta go.
I'm good. I'm tired. I got. I don't know. I'm gonna blow the whole. I'm gonna blow it up. I'm like, I got different hoes.
See, Diddy, what you did with people, man. We can't even function anymore, man. Grown men can't put lotion on in public no more. You can't even look at baby oil the same. Now, anytime people walk in the baby section, the baby oil, it's just.
There's no point in baby oil as a grown man.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't
I
even put
agree.
Vaseline on.
I agree.
I can't.
By the way, if I ever catch any of y'all putting lotion or Vaseline on in public, you will be addressed.
I don't know how Shannon Sharp does it. He be on his podcast.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he be greasing them motherfuckers
I'm like,
up, bro.
chill.
He be greasing them things up.
chill.
He's super metro though, and I love Shannon.
Yeah,
He's
it's-
super metro.
Oh, that's fine.
He be greasing them up. I
But, like,
if you do it, you gotta do that shit before they start taping. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he'll just all right when Ocho's talking, he just lathering on. I'm like, damn, bro, you that secure about your lips, man?
Yeah.
Like, if,
it's like it's fine.
if my shit is ashy, fuck it.
But I don't think I can't. Nah, I can't. I don't even. It's not even like you said. It's nothing wrong like with gay people or anything like that.
Right.
But even when I be kissing G and she got lip gloss on.
Right.
And it gets on my lips.
I hate it.
I go.
Yep.
I'm like, I don't see a reason to have my lips being that greasy. Ever. Like, and that's the thing that I think that bothers me about Shannon. If I met him, I love him, big
Right.
fan, everything.
Right. Same.
But why are your lips the shiniest thing on your head?
It looked like he just ate a bucket of chicken, bro.
And I'm like, why are your lips like? And now,
Yeah.
it's like it's almost like I feel gay because
'Cause
I'm staring.
I'm
at your
paying
lips.
attention. I do the same thing. I'm like, damn, well, this dude's lips is extra greasy tonight.
I'm like, why am I staring at his lips?
That's funny. All right, man. The NBA playoffs. So we got the NBA playoffs right now. We got 4 teams left. Looks like we got
My boys just
the
lost.
Pacers. Who's your boys?
Celtics.
Who's your Celtics fan?
Yeah.
Man, I'd love to have you on the pod back then. I'm a Mavs fan. Yeah, I'm a huge Mavs fan.
Yeah.
I was a Mavs fan before because someone came in the comment section last time when I did the whole breakdown about why we got the #1 pick. Someone was like, "Are you a real Mavs fan?" Dude, I've been a Mavs fan since '96
Damn.
because of that guy right there.
Damn.
That is an autographed Dirk Nowitzki high school jersey.
Damn.
That jersey is from Würzburg, Germany. I paid $700 for that jersey when I was in 7th grade.
Damn.
That jersey I got autographed a couple years ago. Actually, 2 seasons before he retired. I have his Olympic jersey, Dutchland jersey, that also is autographed, which will be hung up as well. But Dirk is my GOAT. So,
Yeah.
like, he is my MJ. When people are like, oh, MJ's a GOAT, I'm like, nah, it's Dirk.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, I was gonna say I went to Jason Tatum's first game at TD.
see, I'm a Duke fan. I
Yeah.
love JT.
Yeah.
I watched him in St. Louis when he was still in high school.
Yeah.
Boss. When I heard he was going to Duke, I was like, man, this kid's 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Because this high school was like 2 hours and like 40-something minutes away from Evansville. I was like, I got to go check him out.
Yeah.
So me and my cousin went down there. We watched him. I was like, man, if his kid's even half as good as he plays right now, I'm like, Duke's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, hell of a player.
Yeah.
He turned out to be a great player. Boston, I'll be honest, you guys got at least 3 more championships from that guy. I hate
Yeah.
that the injury happened. And you guys were my preseason, and last year and this year, you were my preseason NBA champs. I think the same thing's going to apply next year within what we do with that #1 pick. Because I do think my Mavs do have something to speak about. depending on what we do, because I do think we'll end up with KD, or Giannis, depending on where he wants to go.
I think he wants to go to San Antonio.
That's what I'm fearful of,
San
because they
Antonio,
have
San
all the
Antonio.
assets to send him there too.
Yeah.
And him and Victor.
Dude,
that-
New York sent 5 first rounders for Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
Like,
And guess what? We sent Luka for Anthony Davis and Max Christie in a first round 2029 pick. Who got hustled? That's why I'll get into that about that. I'll get into that. Yes, carry on.
no. I've been a Celtics fan. Funny enough, people ask me, out of all the Celtics greats, you got obviously the current rotation with JT, JB, Porzingis, Tingus Pingus. That'd be my favorite. As soon as he got
I was so sad when my Mavs got rid of him.
yeah.
And I knew it's just because he was hurt a lot,
Yeah.
and him and Luka just couldn't. I was like, they're just not. They hadn't played with each other enough.
Yeah.
Like they're always hurt.
Yeah.
Or not they, but he was always hurt. But I thought Porzingis was a huge reason why you guys won the title last year.
Oh, of course.
Great.
And this year, I feel like we need to limit the 3-pointers. I think we're getting comfortable with just like, you know what, freak it.
Yep.
Yeah, like
We're the
this
champs.
yeah.
We'll do. We'll,
Yeah,
even if we're not hitting, we'll still get it back.
exactly.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't know, man. And like I said, I've been a Celtics fan like my whole life. My favorite Celtics player of all time. You want to know why I'm a Celtics fan? Eddie House.
Eddie House is this shit. I loved Eddie House.
Eddie House.
He was number 50 back then, wasn't he?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
He was my Steph Curry
Really?
of like before.
I loved
Steph
him playing
Curry.
coming off the bench. He was one of my
Yes.
favorite players ever come off the bench.
Yes, that's my favorite Celtics of all time.
Okay.
Obviously, JT is number 2. IT's number.
Surprised
Isaiah
Larry ain't in there, just with him being so close to us.
Larry, yeah. I don't know. Larry's associated with the Pacers,
Touche.
so it's like
I get it.
obviously
I get it.
he's home.
Yeah, I get
But
it.
it's like,
What
I'm
about
good.
Paul Pierce? Is he up there?
I don't know. It's so hard. He's top 5.
Okay.
It's
respect
just
that.
hard because you got like that 08 to 12 group. Like you got so many people that were in. Like Ray Allen was in it. Obviously. Rondo was in it.
Yep.
KG.
Big Baby
Pierce.
Davis.
Then obviously Perkins before he left to go to OKC.
Yep.
It's just that whole group. It's just like it's like they have to come together.
Right.
I think obviously Paul Pierce and KG are together, and then I would put Ray Allen right under that.
Okay.
And then I'd put Rondo right under Ray Allen.
Okay.
Rondo was young, so he wasn't
Right.
He was an impactful player, but he wasn't
I mean,
like crazy yet.
he gave you 8 points, 12.
Yeah.
I'd say 18, 11, and 6.
Yeah.
Comfortably.
18 was a lot.
I
back
mean, not
then.
18. I'm sorry, not 18. I gave you 8 points. 8 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds. That's to me, that was a Rondo game.
Yeah.
He got a lot of triple doubles too, though. Before triple doubles were cool,
Yeah.
he was getting a lot of them, and he would do it effortlessly. Just like I love his game because it almost seemed like he wasn't even trying.
Yeah.
Like his game just seemed like he was playing like outside basketball.
Yeah. Just like pickup.
Yep.
Records.
Yep.
But I
Isn't
think
he from
JT
Louisville?
I don't know.
Somebody told me he was from Louisville. I don't know. More anyway. Go ahead.
Someone said KG. That's what I'm saying. Like KG's 1A, 1B.
Yeah, but Reese, here's the thing about KG. KG is more, in my opinion, is more Minnesota bound
Yeah.
than he is Boston. I
Yeah.
get he won the chip in Boston, and I
Yeah.
agree with you, but my only pushback is he spent more time in Minnesota.
KG to Boston to me is like Shaq in Miami.
I agree. Or
It's
like
like-
LeBron in Miami.
Yeah, it's like when I think of LeBron, I think of Cavs.
Yep.
I think of KG. I just think Minnesota.
Yep.
Even though I rooted for him my whole life.
Right.
It's like I just think Minnesota.
Yeah.
in that sense. That's why I was like Paul Pierce. I'd put Paul Pierce together. I'd put Ray Allen right there. Like I said, Eddie House is my favorite because he was like my Steph.
Oh, he was such a young
He's
gun,
basically
man.
what what Peyton Pritchard is now.
Yep.
Peyton Pritchard's literally he's a
Yep.
3-and-D guy,
Yep.
and like that, like that's it. And so Eddie, and that's why I was like, all right, that was like my Steph Curry before Steph.
Right.
Then, like I said, after that, I would put JT, obviously. Jalen's growing on me.
Who's better, JT or Jalen?
I'm not gonna lie, and I hope that not a lot of people are watching. I don't think Jalen Brown can dribble with his left hand.
Oh no, I believe that.
I don't think he can. I think he can't go left.
He struggles going left, and he does get a lot of turnovers. That's not that. I second that.
And it's like he's still like obviously like top, I'd say 10, 15 of all time Celtics. But it's just when I watch him, it's like
it's cringe. It's cringe-worthy when he starts dribbling.
And that's my only problem with the Celtics is they'll shoot a bunch of threes, but then like the one slasher that we do have in Jaylen Brown, he can't go left.
Nope.
So it's like I'm asking for.
Yep.
I'm asking for people to drive to the
It's
rack.
like Julius Randle, same thing. It's usually hard for him to go right.
Yeah, and that's what's like. I just don't understand it. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm not. It's not that I'm not a fan of the threes. It's just now the team's about to get blown up.
Yeah.
They're at the second.
Yeah. They're just You got to clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
But just to kind of hit on the maps. People are talking about the draft lottery. Was it rigged? It wasn't rigged.
All right. My only question is, I didn't watch the draft.
Okay.
Do they do the ping pong?
Nope. They don't do it anymore.
Nope. Hold on. So how do they do it?
You got to take the word for it.
That's where I got. That's where
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why it ain't rigged.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it is rigged. I'm saying I just wanted to see the process.
Oh, I agree.
I wanted to see
the ping pong balls was the best because you knew, like, okay, they got it because that's what was selected.
Yeah.
Not anymore. They walk out. They walk out with an envelope. Yep, and they lift it up and hey, me neither.
I don't like it.
Me neither.
There's no thrill in it.
But it's all about entertainment, and that's how they feel.
Turn that bitch into a casino. I better see a roulette.
That's how you do it.
I better see
blackjack hands right there, man.
Someone hit that little roulette circle.
Yeah.
Throw a dice.
I agree.
Throw
a little ball in there. Yeah, I agree.
Make it entertaining.
I agree.
I don't want you to come out like a goddamn showgirl.
I think it's a great idea. So, like I said, that trade, you have Mikal Bridges, who got 5. They gave away 5 first-round picks to Brooklyn for Mikal Bridges.
Yep.
Okay. OG Anunoby got, I believe, 3 or 2 first-round picks for him too.
I think it was 3, but one's.
Is it a pick swap?
No, starts with no, not complimentary. I'm thinking NFL.
Trade exception.
It might have been a trade swap.
Yeah. Either way, the Mavs traded Luka for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and that first round 2029 pick. In return, they got Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris. In that trade, I tried that exact same trade on NBA 2K. I am a huge NBA 2K head.
Yeah.
You can't do that trade. The Lakers say that trade is not, they do not want to weigh their championship lineup roster, and they do not want to make that trade. So if the video game don't want to do it and doesn't see that it's a fair trade, why the fuck would they want to do it in real life? Because out of your top 10 players, think of the top 10 players right now in the NBA. Not right now, just of all time. Just think of the top 10 players. They're not in any specific order. Who would you name? Jordan, Kobe.
Jordan, LeBron.
Okay.
Kareem.
Okay.
Magic, Larry.
Okay. Shaq might be there.
Kobe.
Wilt's in there. Maybe Jerry. Is Jerry West in there
Say
at all?
Kareem,
Kareem. Okay.
Hakeem.
Okay.
I think that's like 9. So then
What?
throw Steph in there. Fuck it.
Well, okay, cool. Out of all those 10 names, 5 of them have something in common.
The Lakers.
If we stretch it to the top 15, we can throw 2 or 3 more Lakers in there. If we stretch it to the top 20, got to add another 3 or 4 more in there.
I got one that's deeper than that.
What do you got?
I don't think it's about the Lakers.
Oh, I definitely don't either.
I think it's about.
It's a business. It's a business move.
I think it's about all the marquee teams in the NBA don't have a star.
Exactly. It's about business.
Like
Yep.
Miami's, like all the big city, like
They don't have nobody.
like all the good teams right now are small city teams.
Yep.
Boston's about it.
Yep.
Now you got New York.
Yep. That's
LA is about to lose LeBron.
Yep.
Steph's about to lose.
They're about to lose in Golden State.
Yep. Golden State. You got Miami doesn't have a team. Like doesn't have like a decent team.
Chicago don't have anybody.
Chicago doesn't have anybody.
Nope.
All your marquee teams in the NBA are
That
are
the
small
NBA
markets.
has made billions and billions of dollars on.
Yeah.
Off of big name superstars that were in marquee organizations.
I think that's what
Nobody's
it was.
there. Oh, I know.
I think
It's
that's
exactly what it is. I told people. I said
You got Denver and fucking Minnesota,
Oklahoma City,
Oklahoma City,
Cleveland. No
Cleveland.
disrespect, but Cleveland.
Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody fathomed these teams being where they were at.
Yeah.
Moral to the story, I think it was a business situation. I think it was much more than Nico Harrison trying to trade somebody behind closed doors. And I think what happened was they all had a meeting, the owners, and they said, listen, in order for us to push the algorithm, for us to make more money, we need a superstar in L.A. We already got 2 in Boston.
Yep.
And you know when the NBA makes the most money, the top 2 teams that are usually always doing the best is the Lakers and the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
LeBron's about to leave. Go get Luka. Take him there. We'll worry about getting him a complimentary piece. In result, you guys send Luka to L.A., we will make sure we heavenly compensate you back with someone. We'll figure it out from there. We got Anthony Davis there. He goes down, which I find it weird that they didn't investigate that trade or his physical. But the second that the Lakers was going to trade for Mark Williams, he don't pass physical. All of a sudden, y'all rescind that trade. Anthony Davis goes down in the third quarter, his first game playing with Dallas. But yet, that was somehow not a disclosed fucking trade. That wasn't a disclosed injury or anything.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is it didn't add up. But I said, and I said this on a few of my other episode podcasts, and people can go back and fact check it. I said we're going to be owed something as a favor for trading Luka to the Lakers. I don't know what it is, but I got this feeling that somehow they're going to rig the system that we're going to somehow still get a super team out of it. Not only that, I do think we're going to re-sign Kyrie back because he's technically have a player option.
Yeah.
Not only that, we'll get AD back, obviously, because obviously it's another season. But we got the number 1 pick. We had a 1.8% chance. That's literally getting a deck of cards, and I say, Darin, give me a 2 of hearts out of this whole deck. And I just hand you a deck. You just reach in there and just grab one. You go, here it is. That's how the Mavs won it.
Yeah.
That's not possible, bro. It's not. That
So
pick was owed to us because of the Lakers trade. I don't say it's rigged because it was predetermined. Me, Rig goes, hey, let's figure this out to try to make sure they win.
Oh,
It was predetermined.
Part of the plan.
It was a part of the plan.
Yeah.
And what it was did is that pick was owed to us. So they said, hey, we're going to give you a Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
He's going to be the new star coming in. He's marketable. Flag with the last name.
Yeah.
We are America. We're all about our flag. It's he's already got endorsements. They're already working on his name, building his brand. That's going to bring Dallas more money. The owners of Dallas now, they're owners of casinos.
Yeah.
They're even talking about moving Dallas or moving the Mavericks to Las Vegas
Yeah.
for some weird reason. Moral to the story: they made the trade. Or I'm sorry, they made that Adam Silver and all the other people that we don't know about all made the decision. The Mavs will get the number 1 pick. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And they told all the other owners, and everybody had to agree on it to go along and get along.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they can vote any team, any team owner out.
And the thing is, like going back to the teams, if they don't make that trade, like you have Dallas in the West, you have no major city teams.
Yep.
You have Houston, Dallas, Denver,
Yep.
OKC,
Yep.
Minnesota.
Yep.
That's wild. And I think, and like you said, I think that's when Adam Silver was like, okay,
You
all
gotta,
right.
you gotta make a
we're-
business decision.
Because if Steph and LeBron leave, the West is wide open with all these small market
Small
teams.
market teams. You can't make no money off
Yep.
small market teams.
Yep. And then
Who makes more money, Indiana or Chicago?
Chicago
Exactly.
on
So-
a losing season.
So exactly.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you put stars there and make double the money?
Exactly.
It's all about
you
business
have
and people.
Milwaukee,
Yes.
Pacers,
Yes.
Cleveland.
Yes. All small market teams. You know those teams right now, say if you hit the lotto for, let's say, $500 million, you know you can go buy one of those teams right now for like $230 million, $250 million. No joke.
Yeah.
If you look it up to see what the net worth of those teams are right now,
Yeah.
they're like less than $300 million.
I
So why wouldn't you go pour your money into a $500 million or $1 billion franchise? So yes, the pick was owed to us, but I don't think we're going to end up with Cooper Flag. I think we're going to ship that off. Either we're going to end up with Giannis or KD. Me personally, I'd rather not. I'd rather just, if I can't get Giannis, I'd rather just go ahead and get Cooper Flag.
I would keep Cooper.
I just don't know how.
Your team's too old.
Yeah, I
if
agree.
You get KD.
I agree. That's why I don't want him
You got 3 dudes over 30.
over 30. Yep.
Your top 3. Oh, okay. No, 80's 31.
No,
so
32.
32.
32.
All right. So he's 32.
Yep. Clay's 35.
Yeah, 35.
I think Kyrie's 33 or
Yep.
32, one of the two.
Yep.
Our top stars are all, and they're all on the back end of their career.
And you got KD. who
30,
you-
35,
35. Yeah.
maybe even 36.
30. He's probably like 34.
Yeah. Either way,
Yeah. But you got a bunch of 30-year-olds.
you got guys. That's a 2-year rental. You telling me you're gonna trade away a number 1 pick to a guy that's probably gonna be a top 10 guy in the NBA probably in the next 3 years, 4 years. You're gonna trade that away for a 2-year potential rental
Man,
when all the guys, Clay's been hurt, Kyrie's been hurt,
Yeah.
AD's been hurt,
and you're gonna it's gonna
Kevin
be,
Durant's been hurt.
It's gonna be Brooklyn all over again.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
Brooklyn was a wash.
Yep.
For to rinse everything clean.
Yep.
On like the super teams and stuff like that.
Yep.
I think once everyone realized, holy crap, like we can't buy our way into a championship, everyone started drafting.
Yep.
And that's when now you got Houston, you got Minnesota, you got like all the teams that like drafted their players to get here.
Yep.
Like that's
I agree. Well, I tell you what, man. I always try to keep it around an hour and a half, big guy.
Yeah.
All I need you to do, man. You got any closing remarks for our viewers or anything at all?
all I gotta say is my birthday's Thursday.
Hey,
come out to
Don
town.
DeMarco for the early birthday.
Come out to Tavern. Any Thursdays, I'll be DJing. I take requests. Not a lot of DJs around here take requests.
Shot fired.
No,
Shots
that's not-
fired.
that's just genuine. Like
Oh,
no,
this
like,
one's for you, sir.
Oh my God, he's in his bag.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying I'm the friendliest.
Hey, he said he ain't the best, but the best is blessed. That's what he's
exactly,
saying.
Exactly. But yeah, come out to Tavern on Thursdays. Come see us. Come see us on the weekends.
Yeah.
We're mainly at Bud's a lot. So
Marina's opening up this weekend.
yeah.
Yep. You gonna be there, right? Holy.
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, I
I'm
hear you.
gonna go woo woo.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah,
I'ma
because
park and turn
it's gonna
around.
be annoying, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be annoying. But guys, we're gonna go ahead and cut it, man. We spent a lot of time in here. You
Yeah.
guys got to know Darin to a different level. For the ones that did not know him, we talked about the Diddy case. We talked about everything from that, man. We got a little bit of the NBA talk. I ain't got no closing remarks today. It's good to be back on. We got a lot of guests coming up. I'll be able to drop you guys some gems on who's coming up soon. Like I said, guys, shout out to our sponsors. That is the Protein House, Newburgh, Shamfit Studios in Evansville. Keep doing your things. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys go and tap in with them and mention the Immaculate podcast for a special discount. Shout out to all the viewers. Guys, I know that you guys got things going on in your life, so we always appreciate you guys jumping in, saying hey, drop it in the comment section. If you haven't liked the Facebook page, make sure you guys go on the Immaculate Podcast. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Go to our YouTube page. It's also at the Immaculate Podcast. I'm slowly working on building that up as well, guys, because eventually I want to get off of my own personal page and push everything to the Immaculate Podcast page, and then also moving everything and live streaming as well on YouTube. I know a lot of you guys give me a lot of attention on my page. I know our videos can range anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 views, and I appreciate the love and support. It is huge. Shout out to everybody that's back home from college. For the ones that graduated, congratulations. Anybody that's got promotions, anything good that's going on in your life, got to give you a Don DeMarco for that. Also, if you were just in your matter of fact, if you were just doing this,
Oh my God, he's in his bag.
if you were in your bag and you got a job promotion or you just something to be proud of, whether it's just a self accomplishment, I got to give you a Don DeMarco as well. And most importantly, shout out to the man upstairs that gave us the opportunity to wake up and see another day. And last but not least, another Don DeMarco for all of y'all that gave us the opportunity to invade your phones and your TV screens. We will see you on the next podcast episode on the Immaculate Podcast. Y'all be safe until next time.